President Trump wants to rebrand a global pandemic by blaming it on his favorite punching bag, China.
I would like to begin by announcing some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus.
While he seems to be going to great lengths to make, quote, Chinese virus a thing, other members of his party are trying out nicknames of their own. The House Minority Leader threw in a couple more syllables to get Chinese coronavirus. Representative Paul Gosar, Arizona's one-time Dentist of the Year, called it Wuhan Virus. And a White House official allegedly called it Kung Flu. It's not like the virus doesn't have an actual name, and a name that has meaning. Coronaviruses are a family of viruses named for their shapes under the microscope, corona being Latin for crown. This coronavirus causes COVID-19, which stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019. That might sound a little on the nose, but there's a reason for that. Naming diseases after people, places, or groups can create a stigma.
And the stigma, to be honest, is more dangerous than the virus itself.
The WHO knows that because, well, history. Europeans overlooked the rats at their own feet to blame the Black Plague on the Ottoman Empire, calling it the Oriental Plague. When smallpox broke out in San Francisco in 1876, officials wrongfully pointed at Chinatown and quarantined it off. It swayed public opinion so much, it inspired the Chinese Exclusion Act, the first U.S. immigration law aimed at banning a whole race. Even 100 years on, we're still calling the 1918 pandemic the Spanish flu, even though there's no consensus on where it came from. What we do know is that Spain was neutral during World War I, with no reason to censor the press to boost morale. So, reliable Spanish reporting meant it was the first country to report illness-related deaths, and meant the flu that infected over a quarter of the world's population will bear its name forever. Trump and his friends say they're just telling it like it is.
Why do you keep using this?
Because it comes from China.
Racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China.
But naming something, whether it's a feeling, a person, or a virus, has a way of making it real. It gives it history and heft. It determines how people will respond. So, while the White House defends Trump by citing the poorly named Spanish flu, there are already a growing number of cases of harassment and targeted attacks on people of Asian descent. And naming can obscure the facts, like how a person is no more likely to get this virus from a Chinese American than to get it from, say, an old white dude who regularly flies around the world, shakes hands indiscriminately, and refused to get tested for weeks.